So you've got your keywords, or you can do your keyword research, you can do an audit, you can look at the competition, you understand what a topic cluster is. The next thing is your content structure. What does a good piece of content look like? Now, I'm going to use this Pimlico Plumbers. So I'll use that one as an example. So I've done Plumbers Haringey, as you can see in the screen. And we can see some important things here. They have Haringey in the URL. In the title tag, which we can see up here, Haringey Plumbers, heating and engineers and electricians. So they've got some keywords in the title. Obviously, we can see property maintenance and services in the Haringey. Then they've got plumbers, heating engineers, blah, 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 blah. So they've then got Haringey plumbing, heating and roofing, and why choose them and all this kind of stuff. So is the content on this page perfect? Probably not, but it's enough to rank well in Haringey. Now, most of you will be aware of AI content now and tools like ScaleNut, which can create content for you. So when we start out with content, I typically would use a tool like ScaleNut to help along the way. So if I go back a step, I can put in the keyword, then it creates the title. Now, what it does is the tool scrapes the top 10 search results. Now, what it can give you is AI generated title tags, or header 1 titles, and top ranked titles. So the guys that are up there probably have titles that you may want to keep. But of course, something like this here that has a brand name in it, like Check a Trade or Plumbers for You, or whatever it might be, you maybe don't want to have those. But something like London Emergency Plumbing, plumber service near me, might be the header 1 that you want to choose. So I'm going to grab that one. So I can grab that, or I could have used any of these that the AI had automatically generated. Then I move on to the next step, where you start to build the outline of the content structure. Now, you've got the ability to decide what goes here and what doesn't. The tool will also do it for you. So it goes away and it explores all of the header 2s, the header 3 tags that are on your, or going to go on your page. Now, if we look at this particular website, we can see that's a header tag there. We can see that's a header tag there. So that's the header tags that this particular tool is pulling out. Providing quality, handling block drains, expertise in boiler installation and repairs, proficient in all types of plumbing repairs. So it's basically saying that they can do everything that would genuinely be required by a plumber. So for me, you can go in and you can add your own H3. You can delete, if we don't want to have the block drains and leaks, you can delete that. You can go in and add stuff. You can get it to regenerate the outlines if you're not happy with it. It's entirely up to you. Now, what this does is basically give you roughly what the competition have got. So we skip to the next step and it will generate the writing points. Now, obviously, it will have header 2, offering 24/7 emergency plumbing services, immediate response, skilled plumbers, quality workmanship, comprehensive pricing, affordable prices for emergency plumbers. So you can go in and again add to this. You can basically use AI if you wanted to add some stuff in here using AI. So you can add to this You can remove certain parts of it. So if we didn't want to have certain parts, we can delete it. We can go in and we can add more. And then once you're happy with that writing point structure, it can go away and create content. Now, I'm doing this kind of back to front because what happens here is if you go onto a platform like WordPress, you will have a title tag, you will have a meta description, you will also have a URL structure. These are three most important things. Now, the Haringey Plumbers one, I would consider to be fairly poor. That could have emergency plumbers in Haringey or whatever. They've basically just got Haringey. I would try and squeeze a keyword in there where possible. So it's giving you the title, the meta title that goes up there using your Yoast or whatever. Now, I'm just going to show you on WordPress what that looks like. Now, I don't use Yoast, I actually use all-in-one SEO. Now, I'm just going to log in and show you what that looks like and where you would find the title tag and so on and so forth. Because the title tag isn't a header one. A header one is the first header on a web page. Title tag is something completely different that sits up there, which normally pulls from your SEO plugin. So on my last blog post, we'll just use this. The best WordPress template for niche SEOs. Now that's the header one there. Oops, just clicked off of it. Not clever. So yeah, that's it there. Now that's the header one tag. Down at the bottom, you've got all-in-one SEO settings down here. Now I can edit what that says here. So I can put in whatever I want. Now a title should only be 60 characters long. Otherwise Google doesn't show it. So you can put in your meta description as well. We can just delete that and we can put in whatever ScaleNut suggests it is. So you can put in your meta description, which is 126 characters. Now, the title tag there that they're giving you is 52 characters, so it fits under the 60 characters that you're allowed in your title tag here. And here, your meta description can only be 160 characters. Again, the tool is only giving you 126, so that fits in there as well. So that down there is where your page title and your meta description go. It is not to be confused with the header one tag. Now, the header one tag is typically on WordPress this top one here, and the rest of the headers on my pages are header 2 or header 3. So what is a wasabi is a heading 2 tag. And then I'll go further down. Benefits of wasabi, another header 2. Features of wasabi, another header. So that is what your headers are. And you can see throughout your content what your different headers are. So that's obviously the main header 1 up the top. Then all of these are header 2 and header 3 tags. So the tool has spat out your content. Now it's literally giving you a word count of 1,725. It's giving you an SEO score of 82 just by pressing the buttons. Now that doesn't mean it's perfect. Export it to editor. Now what I really like, in fact, if I go back a step, Emergency Plumbers London, I don't know if I can go back a step, but anyway, what I really like about it is you can use Grammarly. Grammarly can work within this to sort out the grammar. Now, it also gives you suggestions on what to fix. So it said that certain meta tags should be fixed. So we've done that. So you can go through here, improve the SEO score by fixing the H1 heading. You can click and fix it if you want, and replace it, whatever it's suggesting. And what you'll see is your SEO score will start to go up. Content depth, so it's saying that it's well within the depth that it should be in terms of volume, but we maybe should have some bold keywords, we maybe should add some images, and so on and so forth. So you can go through your article and add some images and whatnot. Now, again, that is what the structure of a web page should look like. Now, within here, you can actually import this directly to WordPress, or you can simply just copy and paste it into WordPress. And that is what the content structure should look like. Now, I'm going to go into a second video in a moment because you're going to have questions saying why should there be 1,722 and so on and so forth. Now, the tool is an all-in-one tool that generates what content your top 10 competitors have. But I'm going to show you another tool that I use for on-page as well in just a second in the next video.